Hi, I'm Kamila. I'm a youth advocate, peer support in the mental health field, and one of the main reasons I care about this is because I went through services myself, and sometimes I didn't feel particularly heard, like my voice really mattered, and I wanted to make sure that other youth, especially youth, had a voice within their services. So one way that I do that is teaching youth how to express themselves, and I do poetry a lot. So I actually wrote a poem that kind of explains some of the reasons why I really care about this so much. So none of my poems are titled, and so I'll just go into it. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pushed into the lion's den, while others stand aside and promise me they'll support me from behind the line. And although I've always enjoyed my cheerleaders, I'm looking to my side and thinking what I really need are a couple more team members. And I wonder what they would say if the next time I self-disclosed and they asked with pity in their eyes what happened. I told them I was just a young girl who didn't know what reality was, whose flashbacks are haunted by faces of well-meaning therapists who let my diagnosis and their prejudiced ignorance get in the way of really seeing me. I was just a young girl who didn't know what reality was, who didn't feel hopeless till I realized they didn't know this. And I may like my delusions a little more than I like this reality. So excuse me as I walk away, don't swallow your shit today. You call my actions non-compliant, but I call it survival resisting, turning into another one of those statistics when your models just ain't doing it. And I'm tired of building our successes on those who have fallen, and some people call this revolution, but I call it community. See, I'm turning my triggers into bullets and my bullets into words, and I dare you pull this trigger because it's pointing right at you. Because my life cannot simply be explained by progressions and regressions, symptoms and chemical reactions. You cannot place my life on your chart or your timeline. I do not want to be written up in your case study to get you more accolades. Because honestly, I'm just a young girl trying to figure what this life is about. And what I really need is to feel connected, not psychoanalyzed. So that's my poem. I don't really know what to say after that. But yeah, it's like my story, why I really care about some of these things, and also just a message to providers that, like, I don't necessarily need to be fixed. What I need is to be heard, and for people to see me as who I am and not whatever diagnosis happens to be written in my chart.